Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This stream is happening fairly last minute, as we do have 3 matches happening at the same time tonight, and the 4th one will be played in an hour's time as well, so a total of 4 matches tonight. But right now we have Zan versus, we don't have a fucking name, so that's Rocky's team versus Parafan's team, and we're into map week 3 now. I took a quick look at the spreadsheet earlier. Zan have won a match and lost a match so far, meanwhile Parafan's team have lost both their games, so Parafan's team really need to get a win, I guess, out of this game. Zan may be in a slightly stronger position. Zan, in my opinion, a very strong team in this cup. S tier confirmed, but I don't think they're playing their strongest team at the moment. With Uzi and Rocky, I can't actually remember who the other 2 players are that would come in for that. I think Fakey's one of them. I can't remember the other one. So they're clearly not playing their top lineup at the moment. We don't have a fucking name. Parafan, Crazy, Ace, Jesse, I guess Breach they're waiting for, if he's around, which I would say against this Zan team will be a very good match actually, if Breach does arrive. Hello Ian, welcome to the stream. I'm not going to have, maybe oh fuck me, maybe I can get the comments up on my phone so I can communicate with you all while I'm streaming. Let's see if this works. Oh fuck. Oh shit, is that them starting? That might be them starting. Yep, that's them started. Okay, GG. But I've got my phone set up at least, so we have begun. Breach did end up making it into the server, so I think this should be a pretty good game on our hands. Let's see. Okay, both flags home right now. Parafan attacking. I'm surprised he's not defending with Breach actually. That just a surprise for me. He's gonna try to leave high armor. Nice hammer. He's got quite a bit of health as well. I wonder if he's got armor hidden away there. Well, certainly not from that combo. Meanwhile, Badshooter leaving low doesn't make it. Belt will be coming up soon. I have no idea who got the first belt. Let's see. It did go to Zan. Belt is up, going to MELOOO, who's from, oh fuck me, I just skipped over him, from Parafan's team point of view, is the last person you want to have taking a belt. 3 in their base as well. Badshooter with the flag. Badshooter also not defending, surprisingly. That is a fail hammer right there. That's contender for the stream. It's going to be regrabbed though, because Breach has got comboed off it, but ends up both flags at home once more. Scoreboard at the moment, Bio and MELOOO leading the frag count of 6 each. Yes, I do only have one screen. I've actually got a TV next to my screen, but the quality's so bad that I stopped using it for trying to read comments from stream. It just fucks with my eyes too much. We've got MELOOO with a belt now. Might be trying to grab from behind. Here he is. He's making short work of Jesse there. And Jesse spawned on him with the sniper rifle. Meanwhile, Parafan not making it out. So I'm curious how they're playing the positions at the moment. I mean, Breach will be defending maybe, is it, let's see, flag kills, possibly with Ace by the looks of the stats right now, which yeah, surprises me a lot. Crazy grabbing the flag. 6 HP. The belt will be coming any moment now, and surprisingly Rocky is not timing it like the whore that he is. Sorry Rocky, I don't know where that came from, just felt appropriate. Uzi will be defending for Zan at the moment. Making a nice kill there. So yeah, maybe with the... oh, nice hammer there from Bad Shooter, switching from shock to high armor, and he's out, covering himself. Oh, it's dropped. MELOOO regrabbing with a belt as well. Meanwhile, Parafan's going to try and hold on to this as long as he can. Doesn't get the armor. MELOOO down. Looks like they've still got the... oh no, they got returned. It did indeed. Belt will be coming soon, and Rocky is now on the belt like he usually is. Spends a lot of his game relentlessly timing power-ups. Goes to MELOOO again. I think, let's have a look at the stats now. So MELOOO has got 4 belts, which is, I'm pretty sure, all of them so far. So 100% of belts to MELOOO. And also takes the armor. MELOOO, big part of his game is timing armors. He tends to switch between his own team's armor and enemy armor a fair bit, but he's usually got one of them down in terms of the timing. Killing 2 people in the base. First kill with a nice moving combo, instantly hammering low, but not making it. Parafan with the flag. So I think they're doing Jesse mid, Parafan crazy attack, and Parafan is leaving out shot, killing 2, but there's another belt on mid. MELOOO with yet another belt on. I thought there was a crossover there, but both flags are returned. So that is still 100% of belts for Zan. MELOOO getting the 5th belt now, 100% of belts for him alone. Still has it as well. Bad Shooter making a headshot. And trying to leave shock. Oh, meanwhile, the other flag was almost in their own low. They got returned there. And there have been requests from people on these streams to do more behind view 0 or in eyes view. I think I do have a bind for that somewhere. See if I can do that in a moment. Meanwhile, Rocky, again waiting for the belt. It's going to go yet again to MELOOO. That's now 7 belts for MELOOO, 6 belts, pardon me. All of them to him. Rocky trying to cover again. And it's got to be said, I think MELOOO, Bad Shooter and Rocky in attack is a pretty strong attack right there. I'm surprised they haven't capped already actually, especially with all of the belts in MELOO's possession as well. So that goes to show you just how well the defense of Parafan's team is holding up at the moment. Breach and Ace seemingly having a good game. Let's check out Breach for a little bit. See if I can find my bind. Oh, fuck me. It's not going to work. Oh, maybe Breach is doing mid. What do you say? Weird. So look at the stats on the board at the moment. Crazy and Breach both with 20 frags each for the blue team, and MELOOO 28 at the moment. Bio defending for this Zan team with Uzi. Breach making quite a crucial return there in mid. I didn't really follow that at all. Definitely looks like Breach is playing mid then, which means maybe it's Ace and Jesse defending. Yeah, here's Ace now, trying to go for a return. But will be coming soon as well. Oh, it's already gone even. MELOOO has it, and he's going to be covering his flag carrier in shock. Does make the pickup. I think Parafan's behind their flag at the moment. So this is looking quite good for Zan. This might be the first cap. Don't know where Parafan is though. He's still behind. Uzi is onto him, but it's Uzi, so you know. Oh, Parafan now down. Rocky will make the return, but MELOOO's dead as well. So it's still 0-0. And I give you abuse, Uzi, with love in my heart for when you watch this VOD back. So yeah, there is Ace defending on the flag stand with Jesse on the shock. So surprising positions for me actually, and I think both teams are going with their strongest players in mid and attack. So I guess that's going to make for quite an interesting game. We have already seen quite a lot of flags crossing through mid, and quite a few returns in enemy base or on mid as well. So it's been, despite the 0-0 scoreline, I think it's been a pretty entertaining game so far. Actually, Rocky making the regrab there. MELOOO's still hanging about. Not going to make the pickup though. We will have the belt coming soon. I don't know which team picked this map, and I also don't know what the second map is, and there is a belt for Parafan's team. Breach taking the belt. MELOOO doesn't seem too happy about it. He's just fucking around on mid right now. So on power-ups that's now 80% to 20%, so they've gotten 2 belts so far, the blue team, out of 10. Parafan with a pickup now. Parafan making quite a lot of grabs, and will be leaving the high armor, getting slightly boosted. He's in his low now. Bad shoes are dead. MELOOO is there and makes a pretty crucial return. Parafan right now with 12 grabs, more than Crazy even. Crazy now making it to low mid, trying to enter his low. MELOOO is there to cut him off. There's one behind him as well, and Bio there to make the return. Looks like Rocky's waiting for the new belt. I think Breach might have it. That might be his, yeah, that's his second belt in a row now for Breach. And Breach, 37 frags at the moment. Seems to be having a good time on midfield right now. Again, surprised he's playing that position, but clearly seems to be quite effective there right now. 7 flag kills and 3 covers for Breach. But so yeah, quite a lot happening on mid in this game so far, but nothing resulting in a cap yet. Parafan with another grab. Dropped out the shock. Crazy's probably going to get shut down as well. Rocky there with the new belts now. Crazy doing his thing, just randomly following Rocky. Although it was on Rocky, so I don't really have much sympathy at all for that moment. I guess, you know, these two teams balance each other out quite nicely in that regard. They've got 2 back shooting players, strong offense lineups. Blue making it into their shock now. Bad shooter dropping the flag, it's being returned. Is he going to make it? That's a shock bomb kill. I think that was on MELOOO. Maybe it was on Bio on the flag stand. And 1-0 to Parafan's team. Parafan has not won a match so far. This is their 3rd match. They may have won a map, so far. I'm not too sure. I have to check the spreadsheet again, but looking at the teams, you know, Zan are playing a weaker lineup. They're without Fakey at the moment, and I forget their 7th player, who they're resting right now. But I know Uzi and Rocky are, I'm pretty sure it's their 6th and 7th player. Oh, Silo. I think Silo Blina is also on their team, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's not so active at the moment either. So maybe, yeah, so just Fakey missing really to bolster this Zan team. But 1-0, still 7 minutes remaining, so still plenty that can happen. And here's Crazy, that was Bad Shooter, attacking again. I gotta say, I'm quite surprised that the combined force of MELOOO, Bad Shooter and Rocky is not getting out from an ace Jesse defense. So seemingly both defenders doing really quite well at the moment, and Breach obviously supporting them on mid, and they've got Crazy as their attacker, so Crazy, as demonstrated, is going to be helping his defense out a fair degree as well. So I think, you know, Crazy's going to make this quite a unenjoyable game for them to try and make the comeback, but with MELOOO and Bad Shooter, it can absolutely happen. MELOOO with the flag right now, getting killed. MELOOO with 75 ping right now, which is exceptionally good for MELOOO. I think he's usually got 80 to 90, so. But as we know, ping alone does not indicate the performance of the server. Parafan with yet another grab, 18 grabs in total for Parafan, 8 more than Crazy, and the only 2 people grabbing for this team, so Breach is doing pretty much a typical midfielder's job, 51 frags, 0 grabs, but has 10 flag kills and 4 covers. And Rocky making the return there on Parafan. And for the red team, we've got Rocky as mid has made 4 grabs, so helping his team a little bit in that department, doing a grab right there even, but not making it very far. Cherry pick now from Bad Shooter. Parafan with yet another flag, and I think he's had quite a good game, Parafan, to be honest. Been keeping some pretty relentless pressure on the red defense, making it to mid again. Crazy makes a pickup, somehow drops to Jesse. There's one above him. MELOOO, of course, is the protagonist there, and that's a pretty standard MELOOO return right there. Hide in the enemy base in some decrepit old corner and fuck them up. That's pretty much what he does. And now Bad Shooter is almost in his low, being cut off by Jesse and Ace. Breach there as well, probably going to be returned. Parafan with yet another pickup. So not even going for the return in that crucial situation on mid, but opting to really keep the red defenders under pressure so that they can't push out, being boosted out even. Looks like Jesse will make the return, or Uzi rather. MELOOO still trying to bring this back for his team. Will leave high armor soon, by the looks of it. He's got good cover as well. Rocky was low, but CR4 Crazy is there yet again. Crazy with 9 flag kills, just 1 less than Breach at the moment, so really helping out his team in defense. And Parafan making a grab of the belt even. So we'll go to cover, see off Crazy. Rocky's over low mid, being cut off by Jesse, duking a little bit, seems to be getting in. Ace returns though. I didn't see anyone in the low there, so Ace must have returned that from the mid side. That's probably quite a crucial return he's just made there. And Crazy doing quite a slow, deliberate flag run out, fragging quite a lot of people on his way. And seems to be what they need at the moment. Breach making a double kill there, I think, and he's in his low. Rocky's coming from the flat cannon. Breach not making the fastest run in the world. He might need to speed it up just a little bit, but Jesse is there to carry it home. So that's now 2-0 to Parafan's team. And I think they're exposing a bit of a weakness here in Zan's team at the moment. Obviously without Fakey still, but that defense of Bio and Uzi is struggling. Struggling against Parafan, Breach and Crazy. I'm just going to take a look at some of the comments. 5v1 is fine, thank you. Bedna's saying No Name has no map win so far, so this will be their first map win of the tournament in match week 3. So clearly maybe they've been practicing, I don't know, but bringing it back a little bit here. Rocky didn't put Fakey, and what happened to Fakey? No idea, I'm afraid. Maybe we'll see him for the second map. I've come into this game a little bit last minute, to be honest, so I don't really know what's going on with lineups. I don't know who's picked what. But what I can tell you is that this is the first map, so second map will either be Terra or Cronomize. So 30 seconds left, this is pretty much GG. So I'm just gonna take a look at some of the stats again for everyone. Against a black background. It's easy to read. But no. So Breach 72 frags. Oh, he did actually make one grab, so congratulations to Breach for supporting his attackers with a pickup. Crazy with 12 flag kills as an attacker, the same number as Breach. I think that number went up quite significantly once they took the lead at 1-0 as well. Parafan really doing the lion's share of grabbing for the blue team. That's 22 grabs, 7 more than Crazy did. On the other side, Bad Shooter 27 pickups and 66 frags. He didn't have a bad game at all by the looks of the stats. MELOOO 58, decent number of covers there as well. So I think, to be honest, you know, I think Parafan's relentless attack managed to get them eventually the first cap, and then, you know, the blue team of Breach mid, Crazy helping out in attack, and Jesse and Ace seemingly having a very, very good game, has given them what looked to be a fairly decisive victory on Ranel. Hard work all the way. It was, I think, a very close game. Could have easily been a 1-0 game there as well. So close match. And it looks like on Terra we've got the same lineups, which would infer to me that Fakey is not around at the moment. Uzi has clicked. As far as I know, Fakey is preparing himself for more parenting duties, and so he's maybe a little bit less active than he has been in the past. No Fakey, see you later. Yeah, indeed. So, first map going to Parafan's team, their first map win of the tournament so far. Not sure who picked Ranel or Terra. Thomas, have a fucking pint. You sound like a sleepy lobster. Yeah, I'm a bit tired at the moment, but there is no one else to do the game, so I'm afraid you'll just have to rough it out with my sleepy monotonal voice. Jesse, okay. The blue team were crowded up in that sniper window, no one was actually leaving it, and I think that belt has gone to the red team. I did actually buy a beer from the local shop today, so we'll go and get that before our game, Bato versus Vogue. Stay tuned for that after this match. And MELOOO already making it out to mid. Uzi with the regrab. Uzi seems to be attacking this time, which means that maybe Bad Shooter has gone into defense. Let's see, he's defending with Bio. Yeah, looks like it's Bad Shooter. So I think Zan addressing their defensive frailties on Ranel. They want to lock it down a little bit more this time. And with Bio and Bad Shooter, that is two very sniper heavy players in defense on a very sniper friendly map. So probably quite a good choice from them. MELOOO dancing around the blue base at the moment. Covering himself and getting melted by Crazy. Crazy's first flag kill of the game. The first of many, I'm sure. There are no draws in this cup, so no map will have any overtime. There does have to be a winner. And that's why we also have decider maps. The decider of this match will be Cronomize if Zan are able to win this one. So another belt going to Xandar. I think Uzi has it, and they are about to make a return on mid with belt and amp. Parafan almost made it into his low there. Uzi with the grab. Got two blue defenders shotting him off at the main. They know exactly where he is, and I certainly don't have any credentials for giving advice on Terra, but as far as I know, this is a map where you truly need to become invisible as soon as you can with the flag. Make the defenders nervous, wondering if you've left the base, wondering if you're on mid, or if you're hiding, and making them search for you in the big bases to eventually create an opening. And I think we've seen MELOOO already a couple of times dancing around the base for a little bit, trying to lose the defenders. And taking a belt there now, MELOOO as well, so let's follow him and see what he's up to. Killing Ace, so now this is his chance to try and lose the defenders, confuse them. Uzi is out at the main, and there's an amp behind him. He's gonna spam shock balls to block the amp combos, which he did manage to do twice. Rocky there with the grab. Still lying low mid, Jesse making the return though. So I think Zan are going to get quite a few flags out to mid. It's all going to be about the two midfielders, Breach and Uzi, I guess. Uzi or Rocky rather. Rocky will be doing mid for this Zan team. Scoreboard, here you go Corny. So we've got MELOOO 17 frags and pretty much all of the grabs, so carrying his team in attack there right now, I would say. Crazy is about to be leaving the lift, and he's got Breach covering him as well, so he's going to be making it through into his low soon. We've got a couple of guys cutting him off from mid, but he's made it in. It's being picked up, but still dropped there, and eventually returned by Bio. I think there were quite a few people sniping, and that was really, really close there, because all they had to do was get that flag around the corner, and that would have been it probably. And MELOOO eventually grabbing the belt there as well. So even though Zan have bolstered their defense by putting Bad Shooter back there, Parafan's still able to make it out. And Breach attacking with the amp. Doesn't really want those pads. He's like, fuck those pads. I don't want those pads. I just want to wreck shit. And there we go. Red team's taking the pads as well, but maybe he just wants to fuck them up as well. And he has ended. And I remember from the last cup watching Hodor's team, CTF, play on this map. I remember Fakey being player of the match there, I think. Making a lot of grabs, a lot of flag runs, a lot of sniper headshots, and ultimately, I think, getting his team the victory. So Zan, like on Ranel, are really going to miss his presence here, I think. And with Bad Shooter defending for Uzi, MELOOO's going to find it all the more difficult to get those flags out, but I think he's doing a good job so far. Rocky seems to be struggling at the moment, 9 frags, and he's not really making any grabs either, so he's just got to do the job of covering MELOOO at the moment, and struggling there as well. But MELOOO has made it out. Breach behind him, Ace in front of him, getting boosted. Rocky is there with the regrab and the belt, but there's just too many blue players there. Uzi still managing to get it. Still actually dropped there. Crazy, only just returning that flag now. Both flags returned. 12 minutes remaining. Parafan making it out of low again. I think we need to watch Parafan now, to be honest. And 2 blue players that are able to make the pickup, so they are getting shut off though by... I think Breach just bonged himself on... maybe that was crazy, going up for... try and return it, and Breach did kill himself. And he eventually made the return. So let's watch Parafan a little bit more. He's doing a good job in attack in this match so far. I've seen him attack or do mid a few times in pugs. I don't think I've really seen him playing the flag runner role. And you would think with Crazy in the team they would leave those duties to him, but Parafan doing a really good job there. Crazy opting not to leave low, so he's hanging around a bit. Looks like they're setting up a rocket launch here, so this could be kind of interesting. No, Crazy's like, fuck that shit. I've seen previous boost attempts from the previous cup, and we're not fucking around with that. And has been returned. Meanwhile, Uzi has snuck out of high, and breach is there, but bad shooter makes the regrab, and he's in there low now. One coming in the lift. Looks like it might be sealed off though. Capture. 1-0 to Zan, and unfortunately I didn't really see any of Uzi's flag run up until he made it out of the lift, but they really capitalised on Crazy and Parafan. They sort of left high at the same time, or a little bit before, and they didn't want to do a boost at all. And it would have been quite a different story maybe if they had, or maybe it would have ended up exactly the same way. But that is 1-0 now to Zan, and Crazy is perhaps about to get a taste of his own medicine from how he was playing on Ranel. And now he'll have to deal with Rocky's equal treatment of shooting people relentlessly in the back once in the lead, and with MELOOO on the red team as well, he's not going to be making it any easier for them either. Crazy, although hanging around the base at the moment, does appear to have lost the defenders, so taking the armor, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier in terms of how to play Terra for a flag runner, although okay, maybe not, but I think that's the general gist of it anyway. And it's a shame he got spotted there, and there ended up being 3 red players on him. So, and it's always tough going behind on a map like Terra against a heavily defensive lineup, because Terra is just one of those maps where you do have to be very patient with your grabs, stack up, be patient on your flag run. But when you're behind and the clock's ticking down, you start playing just that little bit more agile, speedy, and it does you more damage than it helps. And MELOOO has managed to get the flag into his base, Uzi making the pickup and making that 2-0 already, so it looks like this could be going to a decider, which is pretty bad news for me, considering I'm meant to be in my game in 10 minutes time. So Corny, you can just request a forfeit win right there, and that's no problem for me. Like I said, I'm pretty tired at the moment, and I don't think you're very well either, so fuck this shit. Spamming crouch just doesn't have the same impact when you're spectating. I don't know, it's just not quite as cool. And Rocky is defending in his flag stun. This will be fun. Let's watch Rocky for 7 minutes. What's Rocky going to do with this amp? He's going to defend.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Vader. Gifted a sub. Thank you very much. All proceedings from the stream, as per usual, will be going towards something UT related. I understand there might be some form of a prize pool at the end of this cup, so it may well be going toward that. This is a non-for-profit organisation and on a stream. Crazy grabbing with the belt now. Relief high. Maybe still time for them, but I'd imagine there's going to be a load of red players out here with the return. And I mean, yeah, you can't exactly really blame them. What they're doing right now, 2-0 lead on Terra. They're going to be defensive for sure. Make sure they get the decider map. It's just the fact that they would be doing the same in a pug as well, you know, is what troubles me greatly. New belt coming, going to crazy. Rocky doesn't seem very happy about that at all, and he's just going to wait on this left here and do everything he can to shoot him in the back. So this is fun. Rocky gets another amp. And he's pretty much just defending. Parafan making a pickup. Let's check out the scoreboard. Parafan with 10 grabs, same as crazy this time. MELOOO 18 grabs for his team. And I mean, if we look at the frag count, with the exception of Breach on the blue team, it's a little bit stronger, I guess, for the red team, but not actually that much overall. I guess like the bio and bad shooter defense was a good call on this map, and yeah, I guess it's just been a good counterplay to the very frag heavy style of Parafan and Crazy's attack, and Breach mids, and also the fact that it's just a very, very different map from Ranel. Ooh, Rocky almost taking the belt, but it has gone to Parafan. So let's see. Yeah, Rocky. Rocky just got double telefragged by Parafan, once with the map teleporter and once with his own translocator. It's things of beauty right there. Parafan making a regrab with the belt. 3 red players making a return. MELOOO on his own in the blue base, just keeping that blue defense busy enough so that they can't help Crazy and Parafan to make a cap. So with 2 minutes left, I would say this is most likely GG, and we'll be going into Cronomize, the decider. MELOOO is going to leave high. I did see Rocky with an amp. I wonder if he's going to push out to try and cover. Yep, there he is. Rocky with belt and amp, so you know, timing his support there, and in a very helpful way. Jesse getting pulse gun down. He's somehow managing to regrab that, and he will actually lead. Bad shooter dead. Rocky with the regrab with belt. Ace is getting sniped over mid. Got 2 covers finally. And he will make it into his list. So we do have a crossover. We have our first and probably only standoff of this game. Rocky hiding in a corner. Ace is dead. Has been returned as well. So 50 health Rocky. Seems to be happy and content, taking his time. Breach down. Rocky's still just hiding, chilling out. There is a belt. Belt didn't see him though. They're probably wondering why the fuck he hasn't actually capped yet, but it proved to be the right decision from Rocky, and just adding one more to that that cap difference. which you never know could be important in the groups if teams end up on the same number of points. And looking at the stats, 60% of belts and amps for Zan, and I think even on Ranel, even though they lost that map, they did have significantly more belts than the blue team as well. So power up timing may be a bit of a challenge for this blue team. GG. So going into the decider, Cronomize. Both teams have not changed their lineup so far, both playing the same 5 players for both maps. So don't know if we're going to see a change up now at all. Zan not playing with their strongest lineup, as we mentioned earlier, Fakey not playing at the moment, and sort of wonder what the scoreline might have been had Fakey been playing. Probably would have been more than 3-0 to them. And as for Parafan's team, don't know if they're going to change their lineup, but I think they have got their strongest team out at the moment. Trying to think who their 2 other players are. I think they've got Gek in that team, and I did see Gek, he was in a pug earlier today, so there's a good chance we might see him coming in for Cronomize, unless I've got that totally wrong. Okay, and I brought it back. Okay, I is back. However, I'm in the process of boiling the kettle and making a cup of tea, so if this starts while I'm away, I shall position this camera in the most telling place. Yeah, let's try there. Be right back. Okay, noobs. How are we doing? Oh, I only missed half a minute. That's actually not too bad. Okay. So, we are on the third map, Shitomize. Sorry, Humac. Biomize. And, Uzi is crossing mid already. Rocky there making a regrab, and lol ace. I think he suicided. Uzi with the regrab now. Already in his low, and Rocky went to... Was that a bounce? No idea, but holy fuck. 1-0 already. Rocky went to go and grab the belt during that run as well. That's pretty typical. You know, I missed the first half minute and they make a cap run. Oh well. MELOOO with the pickup. Rocky seems to already be chasing people in his base with a rocket launcher. And yeah, he's just defending again. There's actually quite a lot of red players defending, and Rocky's still chasing, and the blue have actually made it out now to mid. Here's Uzi now. Oh, wow, that was a clusterfuck. Blue almost wanted to regrab that then, but not quite. Rocky with the amp now, seems to be waiting for the belt. Rocky's role on this team is pretty much belt timing and poking into the enemy base, I would say. MELOOO is going to be making it out on the pads. Or did he die? No, he died. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Pad shooter defending this map. So Uzi and MELOOO are attacking once more. It proved to be quite a good combination in Terra. And they've already got a cap out of it. Uzi completely invisible to the blue team, really snuck behind the flag there. Ran around without using his translocator, so didn't really make much noise. They seemed surprised when he picked up the flag, and he somehow made it out of armor without really being seen. Breach eventually making a nice return there. There was a belt there ready to regrab, and there's MELOOO now. He just lost the belt. And dead. Maharaja asking if I'm benching myself again. Well, it was an executive decision that was made when I arrested Saniju, and I'm not the executive. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, he's dead. Uzi is seems to be waiting for belt. Gun to him. I'm guessing Rocky's got the amp. So belt and amp both going to Zan, and they both seem to be wanting to return that flag as well. So still 1-0 lol. Breach. Holy fuck. Uzi grabbing with the belt and making a nice hammer jump out as well. Dying on low mid Uzi, showing some good attacking, flag running prowess in this match. I've never seen him do anything other than defend, so that's pretty cool to see actually. And maybe we'll see more of it in pugs as well. MELOOO making it out. Lift didn't seem to work then. I think Ace maybe boosted him over it or something. Breach making the return there. Another belt going to Uzi. So 100% of belts and amps yet again going to the Zan team. And I mean, I think honestly that is one of the biggest strengths that Rocky brings to a team, is as much of a full-backing, fast-running player he can be. He is all about the power-up timing, and that brings a hell of a lot to a team. It's one of those things that often goes unnoticed, and it can be a big boost. So here we come again, leaving enemy armor now, and it's all been red so far on this map. First 5 minutes, they've crossed mid a lot of times. I haven't really seen blue. I think they've had one flag to mid. That's been about it. And Breach is now leaving, and MELOOO's there. Crazy making the regrab, bouncing around. Ace has suicided again, but doing the job so that Jesse can make the grab. And just as I was saying, they're not getting many flags through mid. They have made it into their base. Ace is trying to grab Rocky, has made a clutch pickup. He's going to hide behind the flag. I don't know if Blue know much about that, to be honest, but you would hope that they do. And Crazy with the pickup, they still haven't seen Rocky. Uzi literally just fucking, no Uzi, Jesse just spawned there, just fucking spawned at the flag and did not see the flag light from Rocky. But they have killed him. It's dropped on the stand. Bad Shooter with the pickup there. Jesse's still got the flag. Bad Shooter trying to leave the pad side. This is complete fucking chaos. I get the feeling that Blue... Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's the return. Blue really should have capped that. The fact that Rocky was allowed to just go completely unnoticed behind the flag for so fucking long is a utter failing of the defense. I'm sorry to say, guys, but that's, as far as I know, pretty much the first place that you'd sort of want to look, especially in that situation after they've just picked up. But anyway, chaos ensues, and bad things can happen. So we're still at 1-0 to Zan at the moment. Parafan's team almost able to make an equaliser. Rocky just hiding behind the box there, taking the amp now, and killing Breach on the belt as well. And waiting for the belt, it hasn't arrived. Oh, that's because Parafan has it and is dead. So that might have been the first or second belt now for the blue team, but still 100% of amps for Zan right now. And with this map being as big and open as it is, I do feel that amp is pretty crucial on this map. Although that being said, I mean, as far as I understand, the most successful grabbers and attackers on this map are those that are patient. Similar to Terra, I guess, but I think you need to stack quite a lot on this map. Grab the vials where the shock rifle is. Get armor pads or get the belt, because this map does encourage quite a lot of hammer jumps. And because it's so fucking big and open, you're bound to lose quite a lot of health just trying to leave. And Rocky not able to carry that any further through mid. He'll likely be coming for the belt, which I think might be due to come soon. Looks like Uzi's already there waiting for it. I'll look at the scoreboard right now. Breach leading the frag count yet again for the blue team, 26 frags already, but both MELOOO and Bio at 23 each on the red team, so yeah, frag count is significantly higher for Zan at the moment, and that's probably reflected in the fact that they had all the amps and pretty much most of the belts as well. Parafan struggling here, he's only got 6 frags and 5 points as well. In my opinion, on Ranel, he was the player of the match. Terra had quite a lot of flags out to mid, I think, Parafan, but again, unfortunately couldn't cap any of them, and this map really struggling. This is one of the newest maps into the Cup pool, created by Humac and then subsequently edited by Bradley, who pretty much completely redesigned midfield and also added a few quirks to the bases to make it just a little bit more friendly for attackers, I think. I mean, Parafan, 11 grabs already, so he's definitely doing his job. He's doing his role for the team. But unfortunately, this map is a map that it does demand frag power. It's why I happen to be fucking shit at it, and it's also why I happen to pretty much play Bio only, because I find that more fun than attempting to hit people with normal weapons. Breach is in the red base. Again, red team on that amp. Still 100% of amps to the reds, and they're giving the belt to Rocky as well. 80% of belts now as well, and Rocky is going to attack with this belt and amp. So, been sniped twice. Don't think he's managed to hit anyone with that amp yet. MELOOO killing them all. I don't think Rocky's hit anyone with it, but I guess he's done enough to distract them, and unfortunately they couldn't capitalise on that belt amp combo. Ace and Jesse defending for the blue team on all 3 of these maps. I think they had a really fucking solid game on Ranel. Maybe struggling a little bit more here, like on Terra. Yeah, MELOOO made it in unseen. Able to grab the flag, not make it very far there. Belt's in unseen as well. Maybe he was seen because they were both camping the flag. I guess they knew something was up. But yet again, another belt for the red team. So blue have really got to sort this out in their game. Maybe that's, despite the frag power that Breach brings to the team, maybe that's just one area he needs to work on in the mid roll. I don't know, but it's always difficult when you're behind, and especially against, I mentioned it on Ranel, I think I mentioned it on Terra as well, but I think both of these teams, you don't really want to fall behind to them because of the playstyle that you get afterward. I mean, Rocky, you know, we've seen him in enemy base a few times when he's had the power-ups, but otherwise he defaults now pretty much to defending. We know Crazy would be doing the same thing as well in that position. I've just realised that the score is 2-0. I don't know if it's been 2-0 for a long time. I have a feeling I might have... I'm pretty sure I did miss a cap somewhere along the way. So apologies for that. But I is tired. And it does not bode well for the game I'm about to play as well. I have cold hands. Although that's why I have my cup of tea. To try and circumvent that. Speaking of which, that's good stuff. That's good shit. Okay, so we have 5 minutes remaining. 2-0 to Zan. So after a very shaky start, losing 2-0 on Ranel, it does look like they're going to win this match. It will be the second match that they win in 3. I think I can't remember who they lost the first map to now. First match even. Parafan's only managed to make 3 more frags since we last looked at the scoreboard here, but he's made it out to mid, getting shut down by 3 red players. I respect the hammer jump. The red team does not whatsoever, and they fuck him up pretty much. Looks like they're waiting for another belt going to MELOOO. 100% amps, 80% belts still for the red team. It's another one of those things that can happen to oh, nice flat ball, to a team. I mentioned it on Terra. When you're behind on a map like Terra, you start frantically trying to grab a bit more, rushing things, which ends up hurting you more than it helps. And generally speaking, there's a third cap now for Zan. As you start losing a game and the clock starts ticking down, that's also when power-up timing goes out the window, which is completely counterintuitive in a way, because power-ups are the one thing that you need the most to be able to make that comeback. But the urgency to grab flags and get in the base means you forget about those power-ups. So you know, something not to be underestimated with this Zan team and with their mid play. See what MELOOO does to this belt. I've seen him lose his head quite a few times to Jesse attacking the enemy armour. I have a feeling that was crazy helping his defense though. Despite being 3-0 down. And we've seen, you know, I think MELOOO's probably had, you know, played quite a patient game on this map, taking his time, focusing on getting in with health and unseen, more so than speed and frequency of grabs. Oh, we have an amp for the blue team, holy fuck. So now it's only 90% of amps for Zan. So I think that went to Ace as well, who's actually their defender. Rocky already comboing him on the flag stand. And trying to leave low. Rocky not really interested in that happening. Crazy has got the flag in low mid, they try to into his low. Bad shooter making the return. And lol, that was a nice fat ball from Crazy on Rocky there. Good way to end the match. I highly approve. And so that that concludes this match, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 3-0 on the decider, Cronomize. Zan winning this match overall. And unfortunately for Parafan's team, that's the third match in a row that they've lost. And that's one map in 6 that they've won, I think. So not looking good for them at all, unfortunately. But there you have it. Okay, I'm going to end the stream swiftly as I have a game to get to myself. So thanks everyone for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for my monotone voice balls, but there's nothing I can do about that except drink tea, I'm afraid. So cheers guys, have a good evening, bye.